everybody. Um, I I guess I'm gonna make some Warframe videos based off of my Messa Prime because right now, as you can tell, well, welcome and hello everybody that does end up watching this video. I appreciate it if you do tend to stop by or do watch it. Greatly appreciated, much more than anything. But to kind of get into the point of this video, this is probably gonna be like a 5, 6 minute video, whatever. I'm just gonna be going over some of the builds that I have built up like throughout time after time. As you can tell, this is like one of my strength builds just based off of strength, and with of course the roar, which it goes up to 80%, which is not too bad. I would want more, but I got a feeling I would need to sacrifice a lot of this stuff just to get more strength. But at the same time, strength isn't too bad. Here's my second build. This is like my main one with like just a little bit of range, efficiency, a little bit more armor, a little bit more health. That's kind of it with, Arcane Rise and Reload for my primary, and then the Molten Augment, which is, I see some people use this on some Warframes, not too many, but I know some do. But me personally, I like to use it. I have like other mods, but as you can tell, I don't have necessarily the good or like the super cool mods that I see a lot of people have for their Warframes, and to me, I don't really know how to get a majority of them. I know how to get some, but not all. But yeah, these are a couple of my mods that I own, and like some of it's just a little bit, nothing too much from what I've seen. Like I would look up. I'm not gonna lie, I looked up certain builds and stuff, and I think one of the builds I looked up for Mesa Prime I couldn't get because I was missing a card called Growing Power, which I even to this day I don't know how to get. And as you can tell, I am what mastery am I? I'm mastery 23. I'm getting close to 24. Hooray! Anyways, but yeah, no, like even to this day, I don't know how to get growing power. I've looked it up and like it said that I could buy it off of people. I can like do that. Of course, buying it is the more easier way to kind of do it. But to me, like I kind of want to like earn it in a way to kind of get it because that's a card I've like on a big majority of builds that I've seen. Like on most Warframes, you'll see some builds. Oh, you need growing power for this build in order for it to do more damage or like stuff like that, which I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But at the same time, I don't really know how to get that kind of card. So I might end up watching a video about it or like looking it up. I just I don't have too much of really good cards. I have Blind Rage, which is pretty crazy. It was one of my rarest cards to kind of get because I know Blind Rage. Like when I looked it up, it said like you can get it, but it's like a slim chance because you need, I think, the keys, the what are they called? Oh yeah, the dragon keys. You need each of these keys equipped in order to open up a vault. I know about that much. But yeah, no, as right now I'm leveling up my Ceto Prime just so I can do a little bit more damage. These are kind of like my weapons I have, not too many. A Thousand Voices is the Sorry, I get sidetracked. A Thousand Voices is one of the weapons that reminded me of Destiny. When you completed a raid, you get this exotic heavy that shoots out a big beam and it just explodes everything. That's the only reason why I named it. Plus, I don't have that gun either. But anyways, besides that, but yeah, no, I'm leveling up my Ceto Prime. I got this one, the Dracoon. I'm gonna level up the Haydn, and then this one. Well, this is the one when I got when I logged back into Warframe because I didn't play Warframe for about like I want to say a good couple of months. I stopped playing like because I started doing a whole bunch of other stuff, and Warframe kind of didn't catch my attention. Of course, besides the grinding and earning and getting more stuff, of course. But as far as that, yeah. But as right now, this is my Mesa kind of build. I'm just doing my strength one, my competency one, just based off of strength and whatnot. Just 267. I've seen some that are like in the 300s, and I've seen like that, which is crazy to me. Which I don't know how to do that unless I sacrifice the majority of these cards, and then yeah. But yeah, no, this is my build. These are my weapons. This is one of my cool weapons that I like to use. Its stats aren't really as good. I mean, it's cool to me. I have this card. This one's pretty cool. I just got done getting it today. The Melee Doughy, or I like to call it the Doughy. This is gain 1% times crit damage for every 10% puncture status chance on your melee weapon. Do I have puncture? How high is my puncture? It's pretty high. It's at a 300, 300 is not too bad. But yeah, no, this is one of the weapons I use. I have the boom weapon only because of this, thing right here, the Exodia Carnage, because I've looked it up on how to get more of these, because I want to try it on my, like I just want to have extra copies of them. But apparently I bought this like back in, I want to say back in like 2020 something is when I bought it from a guy. He was selling it for like some crazy plat, but he was able to break a deal with me, so I kind of bought it for like a good couple, I think like 100, 200 plat, because from what I've looked up online, these things are considered pretty rare because you have to wait a certain like days or certain events to get them, which I was like, like that's understandable. But yeah, no, this is one of my other weapons. I do have the Riven mod, which I was really excited and really happy for. I really am. And like it's it may not be the best, but it's cool to me. It's a 155, 6% cold status effect and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, sorry guys, I'm getting too much into it. But let me go back to my weapon. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, right now this is my pistol build. I have configured B, which is like a second one that I use, and I have this one, which as you can tell, green means good and red means bad. That's a no-no. But I've seen like a whole bunch of stuff. Like I've seen like some builds, but it's just kind of hard to kind of get into those builds because I don't own like not too many kind of cards, and I wish I kind of did own them just so I can kind of do cool stuff or do like a lot of big damage. Because the big red funny numbers are very awesome, of course. But but yeah, no, this is like this build, and I have this build. This build cuts it close because it's 4,000 or it's 4.0300, and this one is my top one. This cutting it to 5, which I'm trying to get it to 5, but I don't know what else to sacrifice. I could get rid of the status mods and then just see if I can juice it more, but yeah, no, this is kind of what my Messa Prime build is. I can go and take y'all in real quick, just so I can kind of show y'all. Like here, I'll take y'all in real quick, and then I'll do a solo mission. I'll take y'all on Earth. We'll go to Earth and we'll do an exterminate mission, and I'll show y'all how excavation, assassination, no, sabotage, no. Is there an exterminate? Yeah, here it is. Okay, here, I'll take y'all and I'll show y'all how much damage my Messa can do, and my sword as well, just so y'all can see. Sorry about that, hit my mic. But yeah, no, I just wanted to make this quick little YouTube video about it. I'm probably gonna post it as soon as I get done kind of showing y'all this. And but hold on. As you can tell, it doesn't stack up as high as I would want my Cedo Prime to, which I've seen like I've seen some videos like built off of this gun where like the stats effects are crazy. This is my Messa Prime damage. It's not too bad, but I've seen some people like with Messa Prime. I've seen them do damage, which is like, this is my sword. As you can tell, it's not too bad. 81,000. We'll get this guy down here. Let's see, as you can tell, I don't see how that went through. Just even like regular meleeing, it's pretty good. Oh, I got that out of there. Yeah, no, I was. Oh my god! And you guys can kind of get the gist of like, it's I'm not doing nearly as much damage as I would like to be doing. Cedo Prime, and this is my, I think, Compressor Prime. It's pretty cool. I call it the bubble gun because that's kind of what it is. Hit an enemy with it, and you could just tell this go flying. You tell that the status effects kind of build up. Which is not too bad, but I just wish, like some of these weapons were just, I wish my builds were like a little bit better just so I can be able to withstand doing steel path, kind of like how I see other people do. But man, I'm mastery rank 20, 23 I said, and I still have yet to hit that mark that where I would at least be, somewhat satisfied. But at the same time, it's cool, it's whatever, I do a bunch of random builds, see what works, see what doesn't. I know one of the abilities to use is the virus one, where it kind of like makes them like really weak. Yeah, see, there's that little like fungus looking thing. Yeah, see, it takes a good minute just to kill him. Like a Pressa Prime. So I kind of have the Cedo Prime because it kind of gives off the extra status effects, and which I find really cool. Yeah, no, as y'all can tell, the build is not doing, you know, it's not doing me no justice. And it kills them. Yeah, no. I just wanted to come on here, show y'all this kind of like build, and I will be making more, or, you know, I will attempt to try to make more Warframe videos. Because I have been getting more into Warframe just because of the new, kind of like demonic kind of character they released. With the new story mode, which I did complete. I just don't have him yet. Which, you know, I thought about buying him, but I told myself, I was like, where's the fun in buying him when, you know, I can just quite literally do missions, grind them out, and, you know, kind of get the materials. But yeah, no, this is kind of like my Messa Prime build. Nothing too like, whoa, you know, like, whoa, that's a lot of damage. Like, as you can tell right here, this Externus, like, look at that. It's taking a hot minute just for it to chip at his health. Also, I am gonna try to get done with this mission. Also, sorry if the audio's like so fucking loud, I apologize. But I was gonna say if y'all recommend any like builds or any like tips or anything for me, even though I'm mastery 20 something, I know I should already be learning this, but even still at the level I'm at, I still don't understand or, you know, have a gist of like too much, you know, kind of what goes on. I'm still kind of getting used to like the whole mod configuration, like what's good to use, what isn't, like what's the best. But but yeah, no, if y'all have any, you know, like if y'all have any tips or anything that y'all can help me out with, you know, I wouldn't mind it. You know, y'all can drop a comment, let me know like what would be best, or even like, you know, like if y'all want to, y'all probably got a glimpse of my username. Y'all can send me like a friend request and kind of help me through there. Or, you know, like any builds that are budget wise that would be pretty good. I'd appreciate that because your boy is struggling. I hate to say it. Oh my god, he's got me in the mag bubble. Nah, I'm gonna kill myself. Yeah. Yeah. And I know what most people are thinking. You know that should be like the easiest thing to kill the guy, but I've killed him I can't say a couple of times I've died to him, but I've had like, you know, I've seen some people play a certain characters kill him, and it's honestly blown my mind on how fast they can kill that guy, which is, you know, crazy to me. But yeah, no. It is gonna be kind of weird posting this because, as you can tell on my page, I post a lot of like anime edits in a way. See, as you can tell, like that two shots, which is cool. What was that, two shots? But it's just, I don't know. Pop this, jams their weapon. Go away! Oh, they did 300k. I'll take it. And as you can clearly tell, like, see, it could two shot, which is pretty cool. But that's just its heavy ability, doing that where it sends out like a wave, which is what I find cool about this weapon. Because I don't think I've ever seen a Warframe weapon where it shoots out like a kind of like in the animes where it shoots out like an energy wave. Like look at this, like boom. Like, it's so cool. I don't know, unless I haven't like properly looked close enough to kind of like see, or you know, to kind of see like which other weapons can do what this sword does. But which I honestly haven't. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like I'm just gonna finish it. Nope, never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish him. I was gonna sit there and wait, but you could tell my compressor prime does some. You could do some decent damage, but it's not, you know, like, you know, I'll always say it's not the best. But it does the job. Oh my goodness. How long is this? Hold on. Let me pause this real quick, guys. This is gonna be a 15-minute video. God damn it! You know, I'm just gonna cut it down to like, I'm gonna cut it down to it be like a 5-minute video, like I said, and I'll probably cut a majority of the stuff out. All right, guys, we can finally get out of here. And as y'all can tell, that was kind of my Messa Prime build. Nothing too exciting, nothing too crazy, nothing like wow, like. But you know, I do what I can. But yeah, no, thank y'all for tuning in and watching this. And you know, I appreciate it if y'all, you know, like any tips or tricks. Like I said, halfway to the video, I appreciate that more than anything. But yeah, see you guys later.